All right. Chapter 2, page 20. Here's what the Encyclopedia Galactica has to say about alcohol. It says that alcohol is a colorless volatile liquid formed by the fermentation of sugars, and also notes its intoxicating effect on certain carbon-based life forms. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy also mentions alcohol. It says it's the best drink in existence. The best drink in existence is the Pan-Galactic Gargle Blaster. It says the effect of drinking a Pan-Galactic Gargle Blaster is like having your brain smashed out by a slice of lemon wrapped around a large gold brick. The guide also tells you on which planets the best Pan-Galactic Gargle Blasters are mixed, how much you expect to pay for one, and what voluntary organizations exist to help you rehabilitate afterward. The guide even tells you how you can mix one yourself. Take the juice from one bottle of Old Jank Spirit, it says. Pour into 1 measure of water from the seas of Santragarus V. Oh, that Santragarus seawater, it says. Oh, these Santragarus fish. Allow 3 cubes of Arcturian Mega Gin to melt into the mixture. It must be properly iced, or the benzene is lost. Although allow 4 liters of Fallium marsh gas to bubble through it in memory of all those happy hikers who have died of pleasure in the marshes of Fallia. Over the back of a silver spoon float a measure of qualactin hypermint extract, redolent of all the heady odors of the dark qualactin zones, subtle, sweet, and mystic. Drop in the tooth of an Agolian Suntiger. Watch it dissolve. Spread the fire's of the Agolian seeds deep into the heart of the drink. Sprinkle Zambifer. Add an olive. Drink, but very carefully. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy sells rather better than the Encyclopedia Galactica. 6 pints of bitter, said Ford Perfect to the barman and the horse and groom. And quickly, please, the world's about to end. The barman of the Horse and Groom didn't deserve this sort of treatment. He was a dignified old man. He pushed his glasses up his nose and blinked at Ford Prefect. Ford ignored him and stared out the window, so the barman looked instead at Arthur, who shrugged helplessly and said nothing. So the barman said, "Oh, yes, sir. Nice weather for it," he said, pulling pints. He tried again. "Gonna watch the match this afternoon, then?" Ford glanced around at him. No point, he said, and looked back at the window. "What's that, foregone conclusion, then, that you reckon, sir?" said the barman. "Arsenal without a chance?" No, said Ford. "It's just the world's about to end." "Oh, yes, sir, you said so," said the barman, looking over his glasses this time at Arthur. "Lucky escape for Arsenal if it did." Ford looked back at him, genuinely surprised. "No, not really," he said. He frowned. The barman breathed in heavily. "There you are, sir. 6 pints," he said. Arthur smiled at him wanly and shrugged again. He turned and smiled wanly at the rest of the pub, just in case any of them had heard what was going on. None of them had, and none of them could understand what he was smiling at them for. A man sitting next to Ford at the bar looked at the 2 men, looked at the 6 pints, did a swift burst of mental arithmetic, arrived at an answer he liked, and grinned a stupid, hopeful grin at them. "Get off," said Ford. "They're ours," giving him a look that would have made an Agolian Sundiker get on with what it was doing. Ford slapped a 5-pound note on the bar. He said, "Keep the change." "What, from a $5? Thank you, sir. You've got 10 minutes left to spend it." The barman decided simply to walk away for a bit. "Ford," said Arthur, "would you please tell me what the heck is going on?" "Drink up," said Ford. You got to get 3 pints to get through." 3 pints, said Arthur. "At lunchtime?" The man next to Ford grinned and nodded happily. Ford ignored him. He said, "Time is an illusion. Lunchtime, doubly so." "Very deep," said Arthur. "You should send that into Reader's Digest. They've got a page for people like you." "Drink up." "Why 3 pints all of a sudden?" "Muscle relaxant. You'll need it." "Muscle relaxant." "Muscle relaxant." Arthur stared into his beer. "Did I do anything wrong today," he said, "or has the world always been like this and I've been too wrapped up in myself to notice?" "All right," said Ford. "I'll try to explain. How long have we known each other?" How long? Arthur thought. 5 years, maybe 6, he said. Most of it seemed to make some kind of sense at the time. "All right," said Ford. "How would you react if I said I'm not from Guilford after all, but from a small planet somewhere in the vicinity of Betelgeuse?" Arthur shrugged in a so-so sort of way. "I don't know," he said, taking a pull of beer. "Why do you think it's the sort of thing you're likely to say?" Ford gave up. It really wasn't worth bothering the moment with what the world being about to end. He just said, "Drink up." He added perfectly factually, "The world's about to end." Arthur gave the rest of the pub another wan smile. The rest of the pub frowned at him. A man waved to him to stop smiling at him and mind his own business. "This must be Thursday," said Arthur to himself, sinking low over his beer. "I can never get the hang of Thursdays." End of chapter 2.